Every marriage has 3 rings. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the bicker ring. We're here to settle the fights that don't matter and have no winner. It's the 3 Rings Podcast with another new argument.
Welcome again to another edition of the 3 Rings Podcast. My name is Phil.
I'm Lauren.
We are married.
We are.
Yes, and it is strange times in the world today.
Yeah, really strange.
Yeah, the pandemic has messed up a lot of people, including us. It has messed us up a little bit.
I mean, we're not sick, but...
No, neither one of us are sick, but we've been practicing for a pandemic for all our lives with social distancing.
Yeah, I saw some tweet about how, like, this whole thing is, like, showing who the real introverts versus the people who are just saying that they were introverts were.
Yeah. It's really difficult, especially for me, because, like, my job is to be extroverted and to be connecting with people and getting in front of people and all of that. And it's like, hey, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
well,
it's impacted your job more than it has, like, our personal lives. Yeah. Really.
Yeah, which...
I mean, with the exception of, like, the stuff that everybody's dealing with, like grocery shopping is a nightmare. And, yeah, it's crazy times. We've got, I mean, relatively, though, like, or comparatively, we've got nothing to complain about. We are very lucky.
Yeah.
We're both healthy. We really only have each other that we need to take care of at this point. I mean, we're concerned about the health of our families, but we're not near our families, so it's not like we have the opportunity to get them sick in any way.
Yeah, so it's just kind of us out here, and, you know, we're way more fortunate than a lot of other people are.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you're... we hope that you're staying healthy and that you guys are not getting, like, cabin fever or whatever from your quarantining.
Yeah, and if you are, like, I've had to just see everything that's happening with my job, and, like, a big part of it is just trying to keep people informed and also keep them entertained at the same time. And it's a fine line that struggling to balance sometimes. But on alt1051.com, we post everything from information to entertainment. And one of the big things that people seem to be gravitating towards is this Netflix, like,
oh yeah,
like
where
syncing.
You can, like, sync. Yeah.
So on Google Chrome, you can sync up Netflix with your friends, and so, like, if you have, like, 10 people watching, like, anybody can hit pause at any time, and, like, everybody's kind of in control of that, but you can watch things together through that. So, like, people are finding creative ways to still, like...
Or, like, I got turned on to this week an app called Marco Polo, where you can send videos to your friends, like, video chats to your friends back and forth, which has been really nice, because, like, I've been on a thread with your cousins, Beth and Karen, and they both have kids, so they're sending me videos of, like, what the kids are doing every day while they're quarantined. I've been able to keep in contact with my best friend in Pennsylvania, Ashley, and, like, see what she's doing every day. And, like, we've been getting kind of silly and sending each other videos where we're, like, talking for our dogs, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a really cute way to keep in contact. So I think, like, you know, I guess if there is going to be a silver lining in all of this, it is that, like, we are going to have to be more intentional with how we use technology to, like, communicate with people.
Yep. And I think that's going to be a big impact on businesses too.
Yeah.
Mainly, you're finding that so many people have the capability to work from home with limited disruption.
Right.
So it's like, is there really a need for a lot of people to be in an office still?
Right.
You know, outside of bosses wanting to have control over employees, like,
or keep an eye on them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's about it, though.
Right.
You know, like, there are so many things where it's like this is great. Like, you know, I haven't had to go to any bullshit meetings in a long time. Like, you know, everything is just quick emails or quick texts, or you hop on a conference call and it's sorted. Like,
right. Yeah.
You know.
So
I don't know.
We hope that everybody's keeping busy, keeping their minds busy, keeping their kids busy.
Yeah.
staying entertained and staying healthy and safe. But I guess one way that you could stay entertained is by listening to us.
I mean, that's what we're here for.
It is what we're here for.
We're doing our best to be entertaining, at least.
Do you want to introduce the topic this week?
Yeah, it's a topic that, especially right now, doesn't particularly matter for a lot of people. 'Cause
No.
everybody's staying home. But
Right.
in the grand scheme of this topic, I think it's also equally as important as unimportant as it is right now.
I'm like mentally trying to sort through that sentence. But anyways, yeah, and I don't expect that I'm going to do very well this week. But
See, here's my thing. I think that I'm going to win the argument, but I think there are going to be more people on your side.
maybe that could be.
I think there are
Could
more
be.
people that are going to take your side, even though everybody knows that it's wrong.
Okay, introduce the topic. And
All right. So this week we're going to be talking about whether or not you should let your gas tank get close to or down to empty.
Yeah,
So
this is something I'm very guilty of.
there are
It
times,
gets down to E, and I go, I've still got 40 miles.
yeah, constantly. So well, if we're ever in your car together, I know for a fact I'm going to look over and you're not going to have gas in your car ever.
But you know what's so funny is that I know that your dad is on my side with this, and I know my dad and your mom are on your side with this. Because your dad and I had a conversation where we were like, yes, like I totally get it.
Well, here's my take on it. I don't think that you should let it get like too far past halfway.
Halfway?
Yeah.
Half?
Yeah. Like I'm not great about doing that. I'm usually somewhere between a quarter and a half, but usually somewhere in that range, I
Half
usually
is
want to
so
stop and get
much.
gas. If I get down to a quarter of a tank, then it's kind of like, okay, like I should have gotten gas already, and it worries me throughout the rest of the day.
Oh gosh.
Like,
No.
yeah.
No, I'm a ride it on E kind of girl.
It's
Gotta, yeah,
blows
like
my mind.
literally, like the thing will come on, the little light will come on, and I'll go, oh, I've still got 40 miles that I could go until I really need to.
which I find to be just wild. It's wild to me. I don't understand it. But do you want to make your case first? Or do you want
I
me
mean,
to?
I guess, because I already know I'm going to get obliterated, but like, I think, okay, so here's my first point is more of a question than a point.
Okay.
Why would car manufacturers make the notification come on at E if it wasn't okay to drive it for that long? Like, if they wanted you to fill up your tanks at a quarter of a tank, they would make the indicator light come on at a quarter of a tank. Like, if it doesn't make any sense. Like, clearly the cars were designed so that you could drive until it gets to E, the notification comes on, and then you go, oh, I need to get gas. If it's not that way, then there's it's a fatal design flaw in the cars.
Yeah, I mean, if your gas gauge is saying like you have half a tank, but you're actually empty, like that's a design flaw.
Well, yeah,
but,
no,
like,
that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
understand that's not
like,
what you mean, but like
that would be
you're
a design
going to
flaw.
run out of gas, and it's telling you you're running out of gas. So
But if the cars were made to get gas at a quarter of a tank, then the indicator light would come on at a quarter of a tank.
it has nothing to do with the mechanics of a car. That's not.
Then what does it have to do with?
I will get to my points, and I'll make my points. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it could be the same as like with a phone. Like if your phone's at 10% or 20% battery, it gives you a notification. If it's at 10% battery, it gives you a notification. Like it gives you when it's almost empty, it's going to tell you, "Hey, I'm almost empty."
Yeah,
Because
and then
if you
you
haven't been
charge
paying
your phone.
attention.
Do you charge your phone if it's at half a battery?
I charge my phone every night, no matter where it's at.
What's your phone at when it's nighttime?
It depends on the day. I mean, like right now, as we're recording this, it's 2:50, and my phone's at 64% battery. So it might get down to 50.
But at 5 o'clock, if it gets down to 25%, are you going to be like, oh shit, I need to plug this in right now?
So last night, as we were sitting on the couch, it was probably around like, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock or so. And my phone was down to about 20%. And I turned on my battery pack to charge it until it got a lot higher. And then I turned my battery pack off and
all right.
went about the rest of the night.
That doesn't make any sense to me either, but okay.
Okay, we'll go on to your next point.
So you're going to be, I don't know. Okay, so this, to be fair, I cheated a little bit. What? Because I saw your points when I was, this is like the first time ever that Phil's been prepared before I have. But, so you're not saving any money by getting gas more frequently.
Okay.
You're going to spend the same amount of money to fill it up.
On gas, sure.
Yeah. So what does it matter?
On gas. And is that your whole point?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to be, it doesn't make any difference in the price of how much you're...
It's about taking better care of your car.
Well, then,
which is a big part of it.
Like
running on fumes, running close to empty is not great for your car.
Again, then they should have designed it differently.
How would you have designed it? That it has a replenishing supply of gas?
Okay, well, what makes it run more efficiently if there's more gas in there?
Like, junk gets into your gas tank.
Well, then they should have
like some mesh to collect it?
Yeah, like a mesh.
Like a strainer?
Yeah, like a strainer. Yeah. And let the gas go through that. Like, keep it out of the... It's
still going to take up space, and you're just going to have a smaller gas tank.
And if that's true, then they should make the indicator light come on at a quarter of a tank.
Okay.
And then it saves time to, not fill it up so much. Wouldn't you rather stop less frequently for maybe a minute or two more each time?
That's what we're boiling things down to. This is like trying to take the argument of think of how much time you save by just putting the letter U instead of typing YOU. What are you going to do with that extra time?
You do save, plenty.
Plenty?
Yeah. Do you like to fill up gas? I hate filling up my gas tank.
No, but think of it this way. Your gas tank holds so much gas.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So the actual process of filling that container is always going to be the same.
Yeah, but you're having to stop way more often.
Way more is, I think, a little bit of an exaggeration about way more. Yes, I stop more often, but the couple of minutes that it takes for me to pull in, get out of my car, fill it up, I'm spending less time filling up than you would filling up yours. If I'm at half a tank, I only have to put half a tank's worth in. You have to put a full tank worth.
You still have to pull over, get out, wait for a pump.
Who the fuck waits for a pump anymore? There's a gas station everywhere. When's the last time you waited at a pump?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
You're going to the wrong gas station.
I go to the Kroger gas station because that's where we get our fuel points.
Okay.
But I think it saves time. Also, I hate getting out when, the weather is crummy and it's been, up until fairly recently cold and rainy, and it just sucks. I hate it.
Yeah. Thankfully, most gas stations are covered.
Doesn't protect you from the cold.
I know it doesn't. But still. All right. So those are your...
Yeah.
Those are your three.
Yeah.
Those are your three.
Yeah, I wasn't super confident going into this.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, my main 3 points on why you should not let your gas tank get down to E. Number one, it can be dangerous. Number two, it's not exactly more cost effective. And number three, it's kind of impractical.
Impractical how?
So, well, I'll get there.
Okay.
So, number one, it is dangerous. If you have next to no gas in your tank, you are essentially rolling the dice on whether you're going to make it wherever you're going.
Everybody needs a little danger in their lives.
You can find danger that doesn't
makes
make
you feel alive.
Oh, okay. Find danger that doesn't have to fuck with anybody else's life.
I've never once run out of gas like on the side of the road. Not once.
Well, neither have I. You know why? Because anything could happen and I probably have gas in my car.
Oh my God.
There are plenty of people that run out of gas all the time.
If we got into an emergency, like if we had an emergency situation, we'd just take your car.
Yeah, because mine's the one that has gas in it.
Right, and it's cleaner, but...
We've been over that. So just because you know that we're going to take my car in an emergency, you think it's okay to let your car get down to E?
Right.
So what happens if, there's a major crash on the highway and you're stuck?
I'll pull off and get gas.
You're missing the point of you're stuck. You are just stranded there.
If I ran out of gas, I would pull over to the side of the road and I'd call AAA.
Yeah, you'd be stuck there. Guess who wouldn't be stuck there after it cleared? This one.
You sound like my dad. I got this lecture from my dad so often.
But again, why would you take the risk of running out of gas at any point? Emergency or not?
It hasn't failed me thus far.
I'm just saying, it can be dangerous. If there's, again, of course we're going to take my car because we can't take your car. But if our cars were identical in how clean they were, we would still end up taking my car because mine's the one that's going to have gas in it.
I mean, mine has gas in it. The hospital's literally a couple blocks away. We'd be fine.
Yeah, we can, we can drive over there and walk the rest of the way.
I just let the light come on and then I go get it. There's always at least 40 miles worth of gas in there.
This is where we differ. I don't think that it should ever get that low.
Keep going.
And again, you want to talk about cost effective. It's because I go and spend, $15 to fill up my tank when it's at halfway, or you spend $30 to fill up your tank because it was at E. So I make
that was
2
my
trips.
point. It was that it's not more cost effective.
I understand that. This is playing into my point. So the gas price and how many times you're getting it has no impact on the overall cost, but it's not exactly great for your car to be running on fumes.
Which again, I say is a design flaw in the car.
It's not a design flaw in the car. It's just how it is. If that's true,
then they should make it so that the indicator light comes on at a quarter of a tank.
That's not what the indicator light is for, though.
Well, then what's the indicator light for?
It's to tell you that you're almost out of gas.
So to go get gas.
Yeah, or else it's not going to run at all.
If it shouldn't get down to that light, then stop it before it gets to that light. Turn the light on sooner. Turn it on at a quarter of a tank.
That's not the point of the light, though.
The light is to tell you to go get gas. Am I wrong?
No, it's to tell you that you're almost out of gas.
Then why do they do it at 40 miles?
So that you still have time. It's not going to just pop on.
Exactly, so that you still have time.
Yeah, what? A design flaw would be a car that doesn't tell you that it's going to run out of gas. It just fucking runs out of gas.
So
that's a design flaw.
If it affects the performance of the car, then turn it on sooner. Do it at a quarter of a tank.
Please talk into the microphone.
Do it at a quarter of a
me.
tank. I'm yelling, so I moved away.
That's not the purpose of that indicator light. It's not.
I think this is where we differ. I don't even think that. I think we differ on what the purpose of the indicator light is more than anything else.
I mean, apparently we should do the rest of the episode about that. Your car runs better when it has a full tank of gas. That's just how it's going to be. It comes down to taking better care of your car at that point, and it's impractical.
How?
Again, if you barely have any gas, it's okay, well, we're gonna go and we're gonna go here, insert place.
Just stop and get gas first.
Exactly.
You have to do it sometime, so why not then?
a time where
There's no good time to do it.
there are better times than others to do it. Like, what's the excuse going to be if, it's like, oh shit, like I know we have date night, we were going to go out, but I got to get gas first.
I don't see anything wrong with that. It happens. That's life.
I understand that, but if my car was at half a tank,
Okay.
I wouldn't have to stop to get gas. I would just know that and be like, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to have to stop and get gas some other time. Where else?
You would want to stop and get gas. You just said that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have to. I would want to, but if we were going somewhere, it's like, oh shit, we're going to be late. Like, oh, okay.
If we were going to be late, I would remember, oh, we need to go get gas, so we need to leave like 15 minutes earlier.
We're never going to see eye to eye on this. Again, I think that more people are going to be on your side.
I think more people are going to agree with you. I think more people behave like I do.
That's fair. I think that is 100% true.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know that they should get it. They should fill up their tank faster, but I just think that people don't do it. Because we're lazy.
Yeah, that's fair. But
and busy.
I mean, yeah, but again, like this is why we have the argument about this.
We're gonna keep going around in circles. There's never gonna be an end to this.
You're just gonna keep bringing up the fucking indicator light.
Well, I don't understand. I don't get your point with that. If it's bad for the car, make it turn on earlier. They clearly designed it so that it turned on at that time for a reason.
Okay, here's another good example, like low tire pressure signals.
Okay.
So those will pop on. Like, have you seen tires when that light finally comes on?
Not that I recall.
Fuck. Okay.
If the low tire pressure thing comes on, then go get pressure in your tires.
Yeah, but you should be doing that significantly before that. Because if you have low tire pressure, there's more I can't right now.
I should say, I hate dealing with car stuff.
I know.
I hate it.
I know.
Any facet of it. I hate cars. I don't like them. I wish we didn't have them.
Again,
I would go back to a horse and buggy if I could.
I know you would.
Or bikes. Why can't people bike places?
You know what a bike doesn't have?
What?
Indicator lights.
No, it doesn't. You don't have to put gas in a bike.
Yeah, but you gotta fill up the fucking tire pressure. Would you ride a bike that has flat tires?
No. Okay. Right.
I don't know how to make my point any more clearer here. I'm losing the will to fight about this now.
Maybe we should take it to the people. Tell us.
We're gonna have to.
Tell us if you agree with Phil or if you behave more like I do and you agree with Phil. I know Phil's right. I just want people to
agree with me, whether you do it or not. Just agree with me. I don't care.
He just wants me to stop doing what I'm doing.
Yes, take better care of your car, please, dear God.
I will.
All I hope for in my life.
I will work on it.
Please.
I will try. For you, I will try. So tell us, you can find us at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at 3 Rings Pod. That's THREE, 3 Rings Pod. Tell us what you think. Do you let your car get to E? Do you fill it up at half a tank? Are you a psychopath that fills it up at 3/4 of a tank?
No, nobody. Nobody does that.
You don't know.
The only time people fill up their tank if it's at 3/4 is if they're going on a road trip.
You don't know. Maybe there's someone out there. They're crazy, but maybe that's just how they live their life.
If there's anybody out there that would do it, it would be my mom. She would be the only person in the world.
Your mom's not a psychopath.
No, that's kind of my point, though.
But when do you guys fill up your car? What do you think the indicator light is for? Is it meaningless?
It's not meaningless, but it doesn't have the meaning that you think it has.
We gotta go before Phil's head explodes. Bye. Bye.